MC since the start.
Was that James Bond?
Jane Bond. It's real. It's truly real.
He's shaking that skirt. Yeah.
Actually, I do like it that way. Thank you. I'm sure all of you have spent some time with your mother. And I've spent a lot of time with my mother when I have the opportunity. She's in Philadelphia and I'm here, and I try to go back to see her every quarter. But as far as skincare is concerned, I remember when I was a young girl, I used to always follow her in the bathroom and watch her take off her makeup and put her makeup on. And I will often ask her,
Stacy had to leave to go and get lunch, so that's why it's still there. Do you know how to change it?
no, I don't.
Because yours.
I'm not even gonna try.
Tara, do you know?
Stacy's not here, so. I guess it's just Stacy and her coming tonight.
Oh, well, I don't have any visuals.
Okay.
I'm just gonna speak to you about
Yeah,
this.
no, it's Stacy. Yeah.
So I remember when I was a little girl, I would follow my mother into the bathroom and I would watch her take off her makeup and put her makeup on. And I would often ask her to show me how to put my makeup on. I would look up at her and go, Mommy, could you show me how to put my makeup on? I said, I would want to wear makeup. I want to wear some makeup. And she would look down at me, bend over,
I do that.
and put some lipstick on me just to appease me. And also she would smile at me and go, you have to wait until you get a little older to wear makeup.
Exactly.
But I do remember her always showing me all the products she would use to take off her makeup and take care of her skin. And I would always look up at her and go, Mom, you have such great skin. And she would say to me, baby, if you do these things, you will have great skin too as you get older. You just need to take care of it. And I would look at all the products, and she would of course show me her facial scrubs, her facial mask, her, what was most important was her makeup pad removals. And I thought, wow, okay, I need a lot of this stuff. And she would say to me, this will keep your skin supple. And I'll remember that from this day. It was always that bottle of Oil of Olay or that L'Oreal moisturizer. And till this day, 40 years later, I still use those same products. And every time I go home, I always wonder if she's gonna say to me, Jane, you've been in the sun too long. Your skin looks a little dry. So every time I walk in the house, I wonder, what is she gonna say to me about my skin? Because my mom was fanatic about skincare. And she has great skin till this day, and she's 76 years old. So, however, she, like I said, she would always point out these things, for me to take care of my skin, and showing me all the different products. So today, every night before I go to bed, I walk into my bathroom and I open my cabinets and I peruse at all the ointments and facial scrubs and all the things that I have that I don't use and I do use. And a lot of it, I find myself changing up, at least every 60 days, because the skin gets used to certain things. And it takes about 60 days to actually see the difference in your skin. So while I'm perusing over these things, taking care of my skin, i.e. my face, body is something different, face is most important, because that's the thing we see when we first look at each other. I take a moment, I gaze at all the bottles and tubes lingering over each other, and the funny thing is, in my cabinet, right now I have a lot of facial mask products, moisturizer, wrinkle treatments, then the long ago things that I used to have, like astringents and blemish ointments of my younger years. Now I have wrinkle creams, anti-aging creams. When I first moved to Naples, I had to rethink my entire regimen because of the intense change in weather. I found myself being overwhelmed by the heat and the dryness of the heat when it would attack my skin. And as I would pass by storefronts or mirrors, I would get a glimpse of myself and go, wow, that's not what I thought I looked like. When I left the house, my skin would look dry and not supple, and I would go, oh my goodness, I have to change. I have to find out what's gonna help me now. So I would try different products. And in the meantime, I would always use what I had and watch how my skin would look again. And I said, okay, now I have to figure this out because I'm living in a different climate. I came from a very cool climate to a very humid, hot, dry heat climate for my type of skin. As you can see, I'm African American, and my skin is a little darker, and when I get a tan, I usually get a really nice redness over my brown, which is nice because as soon as the sun comes out, I tan. I don't have to lay on the beach and get a tan. I just walk around, exactly. And it's because we have, you know, a different melatonin in our skin. Our pigmentation is a little darker, so as soon as the sun hits it, we tan. And I thought, this is gonna be a little different, Jane. I think I have to find something that's heavier to cover my skin. So I started going back and forth to the different stores, like Kiehl's, over-the-counter things, and I found something. And I'm an avid runner, so when I run, I have to be careful because I'm releasing a lot of water, and a lot of water is escaping from my body. I have to stay very hydrated, and I have to use a heavy moisturizer that draws moisture from the air to my skin because I'm leaking sodium, you know, constantly from running. So I did find a few things, and happy to say that my skin feels better. And I've been here for about 8 years, and using these products and the heat has really made me realize that it's really important for us ladies to take care of our skin. And as they say, prevention is the best care. And I wish I could go back to my years of being a teenager and understand what I was doing at that time, because I probably would have even nicer skin. And fortunately, there is plenty of time and things that we can do starting right now to make our skin look its best and prevent wrinkles and sagging and uneven tones. In this climate that we live in, there's nothing that will protect our skin better than a broad spectrum of SPF, 15 to 30. And we can start that today. And when you walk out the door, you have to use that right before you leave. Because if not,
I have a question about that.
absolutely.
I used to use it, but I don't use it anymore because it inevitably gets into my eyes, and you know, because you perspire or something, and it just stings like crazy. But are the chemicals that are in this safe? Does anybody know?
What is this?
It depends on the
SPF.
It depends on the product you
It
get.
depends on the product, and it's
Yeah.
just like Daisy said, you have to, I mean, which she enlightened me last night. I was like, what's a 4 and what's a 9, and where do I find this?
Yeah.
Exactly. You have to read the label. There are 2 ingredients that are usually in, you know, the SPF creams and the SPF coverage. You have to look for ones that contain what we call 1789 Parsol, and that's spelled P-A-R-S-O-L. And that will prevent it from getting in your eyes also. And when you put creams on your eyes, the eye cream you use is totally different from the cream you put on your whole entire face. And that's why when you put eye cream on, because of underneath your eyes is a little more translucent and the skin is thinner, the cream that you put on underneath your eyes, that locks in. And that protects you from anything else that you put on your eyes. But you have to make sure that dries out completely. Once you put that cream under your eye, you have to wait. A lot of women will put cream under their eyes, then put the moisturizer and break that down.
Yes,
Well,
but
that seals it underneath. And then some women don't use anything different.
Yeah,
But underneath the eyes is definitely
What did you say?
thinner
yeah,
than,
no, you use a specific just for the eyes first, and then another one.
Well, that's
here.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, the tea.
you use some, when you put your eye cream on, you usually put your eye cream on before you put your
Used to
moisturizer
be
on.
expensive, a little, because you use $1.
Yes, Daisy.
There is natural sun blockers, and I'll have to research them because, and there's also better stuff even for your babies.
Mhm.
Like never use Johnson & Johnson for that. But they have natural things that you can use. I'll research it. I saw it. I just didn't know anything about it. But now that we're talking about it, I'll go back to find out what these products are to stop the sun on a more natural basis. So you don't have to use the one off the shelf.
You know, well, on the shelves, they do have natural products also.
Yeah, they
It just depends on which area of the store you're in and what
Right.
store you're in. If you go into Whole Foods, they have a whole section of natural products
That
for your
might be a
skin.
good,
That might be good for you.
might be a good option, since she goes into your
The
eye.
eye cream I gave you is a great eye cream.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
she
because
looked
the light
eye
from
cream.
the-
Yes.
Yeah.
And, well, and the reason I say that, her comment is your eye tissue is extremely thin.
Translucent.
Very translucent. So what I teach is to stay on the brow bone, all the way under
Oh,
here.
okay.
And it will migrate what it needs.
Okay.
And, you know, so what she's saying is very true, but, you know, eyes will be one of the first things that shows your age.
That's right.
And so it's very important to use an eye cream. I started my daughters on an eye cream at like 14 or 15.
Exactly.
Because they smile with
That's
their
what my mother
eyes.
did.
That's exactly. So anyhow, try the one I gave you, but stay on the brow bone.
Okay.
Yeah, never going under the eyes.
Okay.
Because then you can, some people will react to that.
Mhm.
But the product she mentioned, the ingredients, that has it.
And you have to be careful, and the reason I'm saying that you have to use, I'm sorry, you have a question?
Well, I was going to make a comment.
Okay.
I've had skin cancer twice, and my dermatologist said to get 2 ingredients in your sunscreen, titanium dioxide
That's right.
and zinc oxide.
I didn't get there, but that's true.
Well, I searched for
Mhm.
things for my grandkids up north when they came, and no prominent things had that, even the children's. I finally found one product, and it was Banana Boat for children.
Well, that's what I'm saying, you don't have to use an expensive product. I have used products over the counter
This
for
is
most of my life.
expensive, Banana Boat for children, not
Mhm.
expensive. And it had
Okay.
the only one out of all the ones on the shelf.
Okay. Well, there
What
you
was
have
that
it.
second
Has both
word?
of those in that?
What was that?
Yes.
What was the two
Can you
words?
say them
Titanium
again?
dioxide and zinc oxide.
Mhm.
This is something.
And the reason being, the reason this should also contain the Parcel 1789, these ingredients block the UVA rays, ones that reach into the skin and break down your collagen, so you have to be careful with that. And also, the UVB rays, those that cause actual sunburns and cancer, as she said. You must also take your vitamins every day because they contain your vitamin C and your vitamin E and D. Well, you can get that from the sun.
No, here, no for me.
We all know that different cleansers suit different faces also. Some of us like mild, creamy formulas because they don't irritate our skin. And I personally like a foaming cleanser, which contains a light exfoliation ingredient because I'm in the sun all day long and because I run at least 5 to 6 miles 3 times a week. And I break down my skin quite often by doing that because I flake and this, like I said, the sodium is leaking out of me as I'm running from all the foods I have eaten, which I have to think about what Daisy has told us
Yeah.
also, and eat a little better. Because I like a good piece of meat, Daisy. Even though the animals are my friends, I still like a little piece of meat there.
You're not eating your dogs.
I'm not eating him, no, I don't have one yet. Especially when you do this twice a week, I think everyone should use some type of cleanser with a soft exfoliation inside of it because it helps the skin. Not to tighten it, not to break down your capillaries, but just to keep the dead skin off of your face because we do dry out sometimes no matter what we're doing. It is easy to it's easy to forget, and this is another thing you were speaking about, it's easy to forget to really wash your face properly. Some people wash around their eyebrows, wash around their cheeks and forget the eyes or forget the forehead.
I'll make
But
it
you
this.
need to really work those, products into your skin to do the job. Always wash with lukewarm water because even though hot water feels good, it breaks down your capillaries. And you have to be careful with that because that starts the skin to sag.
And it also when it breaks your capillaries, then you have what is called rosacea.
Exactly, which is the irritation of the skin and the redness. Some of you may think toners are good, however, I stopped using toners a long time ago because they have too much alcohol in them, and they strip the skin, and people say to you, oh, well, you know, you need to use a toner, it evens your skin. Well, that's not true. That's not what evens your skin out.
But there are some toners without alcohol.
Exactly, that was my next.
Oh.
I love that you guys are all educated about this, it's good. There are some really good products that are alcohol-free,
Yep.
so you can also buy those, and natural. Then comes the moisturizer. When you're standing here looking at the shelves and skincare products, it seems like there's a moisturizing cream for every pore of your skin.
All right.
That's a myth also. Pores do not open and close. The two ingredients I find the most advantageous that are in these moisturizers, which is very important, depending on your skin type, using a heavy or a light moisturizer is the right thing to do for your skin. And like I said, it takes about 60 days to see the difference. The two products that you should look for, or one of either, is the hyaluronic acid, which is a humectant that helps your individual cells stay plump and moisture, and petrolatum, which is like a what I'm trying to say, it's like, no, I'm sorry, petroleum. It's like a petroleum which forms a barrier to keep the water from escaping, and that is the problem I have when I run. That's why I have to use a heavy moisturizer that draws the moisture to my skin to keep it soft and supple while I'm running, because I dry out really quickly.
Is that light though? Like, I mean, all this stuff, I don't use any of what you're saying on my face, because I
Well, then-
can't, because my face is so sensitive. I've used Noxzema since I was 12, and that's all I use.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There are you don't have to use anything or everything I'm saying, but you use
Well, I'm
something.
starting to get,
Well, you know what that is? That's your eye cream.
All right,
That's
so I
the-
haven't used any of that, I'm afraid, because if I try to use other stuff on my face, and it's just such a allergic reaction, it would break out, so I don't use
Well, then
that
maybe
stuff.
you should go to using the natural products that won't give you irritation or won't break you out. And you have to try it.
Products.
Mhm. And you have to try something.
Yeah, I know, I'm not gonna guess.
Because, especially the eyes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because if you don't, you will find yourself getting really puffy, and depending on where, you know, the pillows that you have, I mean, you could be allergic to anything. I go to some hotels and I wake up and my eyes are so swollen from the pillows.
Yeah.
And I just think, oh my God, what type of, you know, fabric or feathers they have in these pillows, because I didn't look like this when I went to sleep. You know, and it's so important, it's so important to take your makeup off at night too. I think that is the best. And I use those, I don't know about you guys, but I use those Neutrogena pads, those white pads. And I'm like so shocked how much makeup comes off, even when I have not much makeup on at all, especially in the eyes. So that's a good thing. And I really rub in my eyes with those Neutrogena makeup wipes. So I'm sensitive in my eyes and I never feel anything.
Right.
You know, and I take it off and sometimes go
Well,
right
yeah,
to
I
sleep.
mean, I use the same, well, it's not the Neutrogena, but I use the wipes that you're talking about. What is it? What is it? Oil of Olay? I can use that.
See, that's my mother.
So,
My mom used to use that stuff, and I still use L'Oreal products. I think they're great.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back to just saying, I love this because, like I said, I'm a runner and I use products called, you know, I use a heavy product called Panthenol, and that's by Kiehl's, and that helps me out a lot because I do have a drying of the skin. And I have been using this for years, and it contains both of these products I just told you about, the palladium and the hyaluronic acid. Not everyone needs a thick, heavy cream cleanser either. You can tell if you've chosen the right formula by checking your face a few hours after trying it. If your skin looks shiny, switch to a lighter lotion. Or if your skin is very oily, use an oil-free moisturizer. But the moisturizer is very important, especially in our climate. Like I said, I think if you wait about 60 days while using these products or using any product you choose, you'll see the difference. And you'll know what's best for you. Like I said, I like a very foaming cleanser because I think when I do the coverage and break it down, my skin feels good. It doesn't feel tight, it doesn't feel oily, and when I go to bed, I just say, okay, let God does, do his work for me, and I'll be fine when I wake up in the morning. Here's a quick note about eye creams. It's always good to use a heavier cream because the skin, like I said, underneath the eyes is thinner and more translucent. And I always use a different cream from my general moisturizers, such as anti-aging or wrinkle cream. There are 10 commandments of skincare, and we'll go through them. 1, wash your face just enough to remove the dirt and makeup, not to leave the skin feeling tight. 2, you wouldn't leave the house without brushing your teeth, so don't leave the house without your SPF broad spectrum, at least a 15. Remember, you can use regular cream around the eyes. I often do. I use a very nice L'Oreal anti-aging cream. It's not expensive. It's about $12. I mean, you can go up to $100 with these eye creams.
Yeah.
But this cream I find for myself is pretty good. Choose a moisturizer with antioxidants that protect your skin from the elements, which is also good. Reapply moisturizer hourly when flying, if you don't want to look dead on arrival. And also spray your face, especially when you're on the plane, when you just get on the plane, because that locks the moisture in your face also, and it won't destroy your makeup. Look for anti-aging creams with retinoids. It works, ladies. And that's a good thing also for you, as long as it's natural, so you don't have any, I'm sorry, for you, as long as you don't have any irritation. Apply anti-aging or acne ingredients before any other products from blocking their penetration. And that's why you have to put your eye cream on before you put your moisturizer on, because it'll just break down what you just put on your eye. You have to allow that to dry before you put on your moisturizer. Just remember, more is not better. All you need is a pea size of cream. You don't have to slather your face in this moisturizer. You just put a pea size on your face and rub it in, and that's it. Exfoliation is very important again. At least once a week would be good for your skin to break down the dead cells. And a gentle scrub. And you can even mix it with your cleansing cream, and that'll be good for you. If you want real results, like I said, wait 6 months, wait 60 days, and see what happens. And then you can just try something different. And that's what I have to say about skincare today.
Now you're Stacy.
And I'm Stacy. I can't work the video, I'm sorry.
No, that was.
What we have next is Stacy.
I'm gonna do it. Sylvia's doing it. I'm gonna do it.
So we're gonna do another raffle. Yes. Okay. Fashion and personal style. Ladies, we all love fashion, and it's good to have great style, but sometimes a lot of us can look pretty wild. Style is something you inhabit through experience, not just by wearing designer labels from store shelves and tables. Did you know fashion says everyone and style only says you? Yes, this is very true. We all are bound to develop our own style, but might just take you a little while. You know, fashion and style does share common ground, but are completely two different animals that are found in the same town. We know fashion is a collection of new trends and looks that are created by designers and put into fashion books. Style is who you are and what you want to portray, and not giving a damn about what others may think or say. To find your own personal style, start by daring to be yourself and nobody else. And if you have a connection with your fashion history, this could possibly unlock your personal style mystery. Knowing your beliefs, ambitions, inspiration, dreams, and desires can take you and your fashion sense a great deal higher. Ladies, if you put together outfits that show your personality, this could be the start of your new personal style reality. Your style tells people who you really are, and having a connection with oneself could possibly make you a fashion star. Please remember, we all love beautiful clothes, and it's important to most of us girls that it shows. But when clothes are not put together right, you could end up looking like a terrible sight on a very, very special night. So we like to welcome Diane up to talk about dressing on time.
Oh, that was so cute and so true.
Exactly.
You have to use this.
I will. Okay, how's the morning been? Was that a fun game? Yes, yes. Well, you know, I went to bed last night thinking, as I was laying there, you know, what was some of the takeaways that I had last night? And I had several takeaways. And so I want to hear some of your takeaways from this morning back and then yesterday. And just like a little popcorn, just shout out one takeaway that you've had so far.
Got to get back into meditation.
Got to get back in meditation. Yeah, that was one of
Something you're
mine.
gonna read.
Because I do it, but maybe I need to be a little more consistent. So I agree. A little more meditation for ourselves.
I went to coffee and the Splenda scared me.
I'm glad.
Unless he has skull and crossbones on it.
So Splenda,
She's Lori too, she did the
Okay.
same.
No, I just said love.
love. Oh, that's so true. Everybody needs to be loved and everybody needs to give love. So when you go home today, you be sure to put your arms around somebody and let them know how much you love them. Okay? Sylvia?
I think everything all together, but part of what Patty said and part of what Bee said and so on is using Norman Vincent Peale as an example, the power of positive thinking and what a great influence it has on our life and our spiritual environment.
Absolutely. Very powerful. Everybody hear what she said? I should have given her the microphone. Okay, Phyllis, but I'm going to pass the mic around, just so everybody hears.
Well, I just think, you know, when Patty was doing her talk this morning, it kind of tied it all together from last night to today to use mind, body, and spirit and make the connection. Whatever it takes, make the connection. But the other funny thing last night, it was so funny because Daisy was talking about Splenda and she'd already put Splenda in her coffee. She said, oh, I'm dying tonight.
You look beautiful today. Somebody else wants to share.
I think what resonated with me the most was being the best you could be, and also a lot of what Daisy said as far as eating the right foods and staying healthy and pretty much alive. And of course the Splenda, I put that on my coffee all the time. Now today I'm drinking completely black coffee, no sugar, and I will definitely be staying away from the Splenda. And on the final note, absolutely 150% what you said today, Patty. I mean, that little book and those 10 tenets, I thought were fantastic, and it tied everything together. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. J-Lo.
Well, I'm new between everybody here, and what I feel was some people is more worried about what I'm getting from it, or, you know, and I'm seeing between you guys, it's important much more you give, you know, so accept it, things like she say, and give more, you know, give yourself. Everyone talking here is saying about it. I feel like you are sharing your knowledge, what you know. You are giving, you know, just because you feel good giving it.
Yes.
So I went to my bed thinking I have to give, you know, give more. I share with Daisy, and it was like a psychology session because we talk a lot. And she gave me, you know, she shared her experience with me.
Because I'm old enough to be your mother.
Actually, she has the same age my mom, so. And it's like blood, you know, you prefer give it or receive. Of course, everybody prefers to give. So everybody keep giving because it's wonderful.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Anybody else? We don't want to leave anybody else that has something to share. Okay.
Well, I was really, I gotta get my.
Only because our voices don't carry well.
I was really moved by Diane's talk last night. Is this, okay.
Yeah, it's on.
Because she really expressed, was really able to put across bad times and distress and, you know, how your mind and body just goes plunk, but was able to relate that to how she came back from that. And so that gives us all, you know, when we have a bad time or we're looking for something, to me it just gave me hope, you know, because, you know, I'm in the situation I am with my husband right now, and it's very hard for me sometimes to have hope and, you know, get going. But I think that was a good lesson.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, anybody else? What's been your takeaway from here, Stacy? I'm gonna make her be part.
Not to
What's been one of
get
your
ready.
takeaways?
I don't know, I guess for me, is the friendship. I feel so much closer every year, or every time we all get together, I just, you know, your bond grows closer with everyone. So I just feel that for me is huge. And so that's important. It's important.
Thank you.
And
Well,
Diane, I had a reminder last night from you, I don't need that.
yes,
A
you did.
reminder
Yes, you did.
from you last night that it's 10% the situation and 90% our attitude.
That's good.
And, you know, that is powerful because, you know, sometimes we switch it and say it's 90% the situation and just 10% our attitude, and it's just the opposite.
Well, I remember a lot of the statistics, but, you know, the things about living longer and, you know, how the faith-based
I like
community, you know, you can live 14 years longer. That was very encouraging for me. And also, I wanted Jeannie to tell how old her grandparent was and what was the secret.
Yeah, my grandpa, he already died, but his birthday should be now 8 April, because he born in April. He lived at least 114 years.
Oh, I
Because-
received that.
What was his secret?
Well, he married 12 because all wives,
He married what?
12
12
times.
wives.
Well.
He never divorced. The wife died first.
Oh, well.
So the wife died, he married again and again and again.
So they took good care of him.
But yeah, he had,
No,
he say you have to laugh, you know. He say, I don't know if it's appropriate the joke, but he used to say, you born, you are delivered. From, in Brazil we say gozar, means coming sexually here. So he say, you born from because in Brazil is smile, you know. You became from the coming, so keep it coming all your life, you know. Keep laughing. Yeah, but it's because the word is coming, you know. It's the same for us in Portuguese. Here means different, but he means it was laughing, was smiling. He say, you will have wrinkles because I'm always like this, you know. Yeah, no, the sad one.
So what
How
about
say
his diet?
frank,
What
frank.
did he eat?
Well, in Brazil we eat a lot of meat, so he was not like Daisy. Because in Brazil is a lot of barbecue.
And in spite of that, he lived to be 114.
Okay, so isn't it interesting how many of us took away different things? But as you reminded me of your takeaway, I'm like, yeah, I remember that, yes. And I did take a lot of notes. I believe in taking notes so that when I go back and we've gone our separate ways, a lot of times I'll sit on the sofa or lay in the bed and I'll review those. And I'm like, yes, help me be more. You know, I want to be more. Okay, let's switch that and let's talk about core wardrobing. And how many of you know about core wardrobing? Or have you done it? Now we're going to talk about on a budget, and that you don't have to always have designer clothes, but there are some things that you need to remember in putting your wardrobe together. Now the dress I have on today is a designer dress, but I got it at a discount store. And I go in this discount store frequently, and sometimes I'm in there an hour, and sometimes I'm in there as long as it takes to walk through the store. And so that's what you have to do, is find places that you do not have to always look, you don't always have to pay top dollar. I love what Jane had to say about that. So I'm going to show you a core wardrobe. Now you see black up here. So you know black is part of my core wardrobe, right? But maybe you say, I don't like black. So you could pick another color to be your core wardrobe. But in your core wardrobe, you want 10 pieces. Now, if you really want to work on this to really get your best look, write some of this down. You want 10 pieces. You want a pair of pants. You want maybe a couple of jackets. I do have a basic dress. I have long pants. I have capri pants. I have a blouse. I have a sweater. And I have a couple of jackets. And what I can do, and I'm going to go as close to this as I can, depending on time, I'm going to show you how to build 25 outfits out of that. Sound good? Mm-hmm. And so that you can see how you can take very simple pieces and you can shop at discount places. Consignment shops is a good place to go. Mentor Clothes Mentor is a great place to go. Name a couple of places, Sylvia.
Well, if you really wanted El Cheapo thrift store, go to St. Matt's. St. Matt's they section all of their designer clothes by designer. And this is an Eileen Fisher top, and I paid $3 for it. And I have the pants too. So they do have some really great stuff. And it's just one of those things like what Diane's saying, you have to go there again and again and again. But if you're going to save that much money, hundreds of dollars. And I think you also have to, when I speak, but you have to differentiate between do I want it or do I need it? So if you don't need it, then you're paying for something you don't need, period.
Or absolutely love it.
Absolutely, that is
If
so
you
true.
like it, leave it.
Yeah, and one rule of thumb that I have is that before I buy something, I have to stand there and think, what 3 things can I wear this with? That's a good decision. What 3 things can I wear this with? Do I have earrings that'll go with? Do I have a pants? Do I have a top? Do I have, this is just good shopping. Here's the saying, I have a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear. Honestly, how many of you have felt that when you look in your closet? I certainly have. I'm like, what am I wearing to church today? I have nothing to wear. And our husband looks very confused as he sees all of those clothes, especially in my closet, clothes there. But one day I got smart, and I went to a workshop that taught me how to organize my closet. And I'm going to quickly go over it with you because I cannot stress this enough. Do it for your husband as well, because it helps him be able to pick shirts, pants, jackets that he can move with other things, and he has a totally different look. So help him because they need it. Okay.
I know one other place, the Miramar shops is always good.
The Miramar
Go to
shop.
Miramar, they have everything.
Yeah, they do.
And it's not expensive.
And the Nordstrom, is it the Nordstrom? Rack. Yes.
I go to Ross, Dress for Less.
Yes.
Always new stuff.
We were just saying, how many people don't go to Ross to buy a dress?
Ross for brand name stuff.
Yeah, brand name. This dress is a brand name. I think I paid $39 for it, but the price was quite different. So, okay, on to our thing. So I want you to organize your closet. Very simple. Put all of your blouses together. When you go into my closet, the first thing you see is blouses. And I go from the lightest color blouse, which would be white, to the darkest color blouse. And you just organize all blouses. And if you like to hang your shirts or tops or whatever, same thing. And I do hang my spaghetti straps or tank tops, especially if I wear it under a jacket. So I go from the lightest to the darkest. Then I want you to separate your suits. And, you know, and I'm just saying if you bought pants and a top together, separate them. So then you put all of your jackets together. And guess what? You go from the lightest color jacket to the darkest color jacket. I mean, it takes you about, what, Phyllis, a half a day?
A long time.
A long time. And from the jackets, then I went with my pants. And again, what do? What's the color first? Light to dark. And then I do dresses. Light to dark. What am I missing?
Shoes.
Pardon?
Shoes.
Okay, now they're put somewhere else. I'm just talking about the hanging clothes. Sweaters. Usually my sweaters are folded and they're on top of a rack. But I'm just talking about hanging clothes. So when I go into my wardrobe, I can see I have blouses. Maybe I've picked my pants. So this is a color pants I want to wear today. Then I can look at my blouses and say, what do I want to wear with it? You know, what I'm saying is as simple as it can be, is you have more to wear in your wardrobe than you really realize. And when I first did this, I was shocked to see how many things would go with other things. And that really helped me. Shoes. You need to have core shoes. Now, I love shoes, and I have a lot of shoes. But I also have my basic color, black, navy blue, red, light, something light. So that is my core shoes. So if I want to branch out and then get the shoes I have on today or something different, that's okay if I choose to spend that money. But I want to have core shoes. So if I'm going to a business function, I could pull this out and I know I have my black core shoes to wear with it if I, chose to. So even your shoes, you want core wardrobe. Your accessories, this is why I'll need a hand in a minute. Your accessories, your dress, this wardrobe right here, your 10 pieces, should be 1/3 of your clothes expenditure. And this is going to shock you. 2/3 should be spent on accessories. I love what Jane said, which is absolutely true. Fashion will come and go. Style is your style. And so, we get caught up in the fashion. Nothing wrong with that. I tend to buy 1 or 2 things that are fashionable and find where I can mix it into my core wardrobe. But your style, like I am a classic, dramatic dresser. And so I like classic clothes, but I like a flair of dramatic. So my style will never change because that's who I am. Your style may never change because that's who you are, but when fashion comes in, like, okay, what's one thing that's popular this summer? I'll tell you, lace. You're going to see the lace peekaboo tops. You're going to see lace. I've even seen a lace skirt. And so lace, okay, that's a fashion. I will not be buying. I had on a lace top last night because I've had it for 10 years. But I won't buy lace because lace is not my style. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's where you may say, I love lace. It makes me feel pretty. then you want to maybe take today's fashion and put it into your wardrobe. Okay, 2/3 of your wardrobe expense, 1/3 on your clothes, that's the reason you want to take advantage of all those specials, 2/3 on your accessories. Let's talk accessories. Accessories you want to keep with your style, and every woman should have a set of pearls. Pearls are here to stay. They're never going away. They're little, they're big, they're long, they're short, but you need a pair of pearls. Now, my fashion tells me that, but my style is not really a pearl person. You know, I tend to only wear them if they happen to go with an outfit. For example, I may take this and add pearl. Yes, thank you, somebody. What kind of look is that?
Classic.
Classic, but what else is it? Elegant. It's got that Barbara Bush, the other Bush, very Barbara Bush. It's got that, but let's just say
Jacqueline Kennedy.
Jacqueline Kennedy. We could actually take this
Tradition.
off and create a whole different look.
With the higher pump.
And a higher pump, change your shoes, and then this is the same dress that I got for $19, let's say, but when I add this and I add that, would you know that outfit was, and maybe I paid $20 for these, and I don't know what I paid for those. Okay, let's change this outfit. We still have our basic black dress. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Right. Okay, I want to dress it up. We're going out to dinner. And so,
More Florida, more tropical.
now what did I change that to?
Yes.
You look more
Fun.
Fun. Would you know it's the same black dress?
No.
See, that's the key, is that you want this core base, and yet you can change it up. Let me show you something else. I can also take this and put this around, which scars are in. And let's see what I want to use with that. Forgot what I had for that. Okay.
It's in the fridge.
See,
No, come here.
I go back and put the pearls with it, the pearl earrings. I could add some other, another piece of jewelry to add that. And again, you would get a different look at the dress. Okay, thank you. Right, for right now. Yeah, for right now. So, I'll bring you back in a minute. So the key So the key to your core wardrobe is to make sure that you think, now what do I have to wear at home? When I bought this black dress, I started saying, what can I use, how can I use it to make it worth the money? So I started thinking about jackets or blouses or another jacket or scarves or a belt or what accessories could I add to it? And that's the key. So a rule of thumb, if you don't learn anything else from me today, is before you buy, step back and say, okay, this is this much. What 3 things can I wear with it? When you buy a pair of shoes, unless they're the core shoes you want in your closet at all times, how should your shoes look? You know, we should care for our stuff. How should they look? Polished? What about those taps on the bottom?
Good shape.
They take like $2 to replace those taps. Do you know, if you're in business, when you're around women pay attention to your shoes. And if they're scratched up, or we're clunking down the hall at church, clackers, you know, immediately, it doesn't matter what you had on up here, all they see is shoes. And that is also true for men. Men should always have well-groomed shoes, so check your men out. Do they polish their shoes? Do they buff them a little bit? Because I can tell you in business, it says a lot to me when I look at a man, and the first thing I look at is his shoes. And then I'll look at his tie, how he put himself together. You know, the way we look is important. We are God's children. And we don't have to be out of Saks Fifth Avenue or all that, but you know, we can, like yesterday I said, we can be the best that we can be. And you know, as the picture was showing on TV, on the screen, if I was to sit down many years ago and say, describe myself, it would not have been a pretty picture. But because I chose to change things, my looks haven't changed, but my self-image has changed, and how I look. Okay, now what I just want to do now I'm jumping around, is I want to take and with my core pieces, and I'm going to use capri pants. You know, capri, could I get you to hold for me? Hold, just that. Just
In
hold
your outfit.
that. Maybe she's not tall enough. You need to
I can't help you with that.
And now it's Janie Blanc.
See,
Jane.
I would,
Here's change.
I'm totally down. Oh, we don't want you to mess up your own picture.
I'll have to put all this stuff back together. Okay, I'm thinking core pieces right now. So I have a black, everybody needs black core tank tops. So I'm gonna put this under the jacket. Okay, see, just simple pieces. Maybe I paid $9, $5 for this. And then I'm feeling pretty dramatic today. So I'm gonna put this on.
Very nice. Yeah.
And I'm gonna put some yellow earrings. Now I put my core wardrobe together for you for the Floridian look. If I was doing it in Greensboro, I would do it more with a business flair. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But you're very Floridian here, and it's color, and it's bright, and it's warm. Do you like that look?
Yeah.
And the other thing I would do with your pants, if you'll keep the pants, is I was out shopping, I found this beautiful top.
Ooh, that's cute. Oh, I like that.
And that Floridian, very pretty. And then what I have with this is I found this on sale.
Oh, cute.
Now you could add many colors to this. This is just something I happen to have. And I could put pink earrings, I could put gold earrings,
But usually if you're dramatic here, you want to be soft up here. And you notice today I have a lot on my dress, so I wear these purple earrings, but I put nothing here, unless it was very simple. Because you only want one core, one focal point. So my focal point is up at the top. So whatever earrings I had, they would be small, okay? But see, I could wear this yeah.
Stuck.
I am stuck, thank you. I could also take the capri pants away. And I could say, it's a little cool outside, so I'm going to change that. And I feel a little different today. I'm used to one of those, but I'm going to wear this today. See how pretty that is? And then I could use my yellow earrings. Or you could wear black. Now some people, yeah.
Black pearls.
So you get some ideas of how core wardrobing really works. Okay, let's keep the pants. And I want, all of us need a black and white blouse of some sort. So while she holds that, I could put it with my capris. I could take the tank top, wherever that went. I could put the, yeah, I could take the tank top, put it under this, and leave this open as a jacket. I could add the pearls with it. If I feel that romantic look, but if I want to feel a little sassy, I could put still the tank top and put that on it. And you got, this has got to be your personality. That's the reason I say fashion is one thing, style is what you are, and you got to keep that in mind. I could also, I didn't bring them, but I could put white pants under here. So if when I buy this, I'm saying, okay, Diane, what can you wear with this? I'm wearing capris, I'm wearing long pants, I can wear a skirt, I could wear white pants, I could, you know, what kind of top, what kind of accessories do I have? And if there is things you need, like to complete your wardrobe, write it down. I need black pants. Point. Your clothes should always fit. Wearing bigger clothes does not make you look thinner. It makes you look frumpy and older. Now I'm being straight with you. You know, your clothes should fit. And if you go and buy a 12 on the rack, a 12 on the rack may not fit you as it should. When you tailor clothes, you take something you paid $10 for and it turns into a $100 look. Simple things. You know, have a tailor that, you know, where's your best fall on your skirt? Is it above your knee? Is it below?
The thing that bothers me being short
I can relate to
is
that.
that finding jackets that have the right sleeve length.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they hang down here
I
and you
have that
wear.
problem.
Except they're up here.
And I have the problem with pants.
Yeah.
So I'm 34 NC. So we all have the same issues.
Yeah,
Just
but
totally
if they don't
different.
fit you right, but, you know, the sleeve length is important to have it shortened to where it should fit you
Because if it
properly.
doesn't, it looks like it didn't fit you.
Right, and it doesn't.
And you could pay $1,000 for a garment, but it not look good on you because it's not fitting you. So it's like when I am short-waisted. So I buy jackets that are short-waisted, or I buy jackets that come down here. Rule of thumb,
if your jacket hits right at the center of your behind, it makes your behind look bigger.
But that's in style.
Is that your style? Is that what you're
No, I
talking?
said the big bottoms are in style now. I lived a long time for this.
Okay, that's a good thing. Now, I particularly have always had this that's followed me, so I choose to go above or below, and that is the rule of thumb. You know, it's just better not to let it hit you right at the heel.
And what about shoes with capris?
Shoes with the rules is, I mean, the shoe, capris are casual. And then you could have fun shoes, but I basically would wear maybe for me, a wedge or a sandal. Any thoughts on yours? I mean, they're just a casual.
I've heard both though, like if you wear the higher ones, you shouldn't because the pants are shorter. Then if you go flat and you're shorter as a person, you look squat. So I was just
Well, and I do
wondering if there's a
think you
rule.
have,
I don't know.
I think you have to always consider your body
And
Yeah,
your
the
style.
shape.
and your style. What is my style?
Like the shape.
I wear high heels with capris,
Right, and I do
and I'm
too.
6 feet tall. So I think it's all of, you know, what Diane is saying, I think it's all, even though all of this is basic wardrobe, and she's so right with the basic wardrobe. I mean, that's a rule of thumb for me. I don't go shopping unless I know what I need to add to my wardrobe or enhance it. But it is definitely about your style and how you feel in your clothes, more so than fashion, because you can pick up anything that's beautiful, but it doesn't work for you, it doesn't.
Yeah, I think more important is the shape first, because, you know,
Well,
if
the
you are
shape is you.
short and then you take something like a trapezio,
But
so
that's what-
like she
That's
say,
what she's saying.
yeah, she stays short, so she need like V to make it longer.
Yes.
Where you were, you
Yes.
know, the point to say. So all shorts, like I'm short too, so you can see I'm always in V here. I'm a big hip, so I mean, I cover, you know.
But
First
that-
thing is identify your body.
But that's
And
your
then
style.
you meet with your, you look for your style. Yeah,
Yeah.
because who is, like she say about the Capri, yeah, the name, they say too, like for you are, I think it's pencil, they call pencil, yeah, you can use everything because you are pencil shape.
I wear, pencil shape, no,
Yeah.
it's not pencil.
So I you see like, you know,
No, I'm
yeah.
hips, I got hips and everything going on, but,
Yeah, no, but I mean,
But I'm
everything's
tall.
gonna be cute on you.
but you know, that's not true. I'm tall and I look thin, I am not thin. I'm
Yeah,
for
but
my
you-
height.
the fact you are taller, it's
Well,
separates
my
you, yeah.
body is in proportion, yes, I've
Yeah.
been blessed with that, that's true.
Like you
However, all the problems that you are discussing, I have the same problems. When I go out shopping, I have to look for certain things because I have long arms, because I have long legs, because I do have, you know, some room back here. I mean, it's not tiny.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's tiny, I'm just saying because we're taller, when you look your front, you know, you are taller.
I'm long, yes.
And then you can put, on me, if you like I just had my birthday, somebody gave me a skirt, I don't know how you call when it has laces.
Well, that's what
like how
Diane
the
is
lista
saying. You have to- If you don't,
If I put
if you
it
don't
on me here, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but that's a whole different ballgame. When you buy clothes, no matter how they fit you, they must be tailored to you, or they won't fit you right. And fashion and style is two different things. That could be a fashion that you like, but that's not the style that suits you.
And now I identify what is Lakers. I was not understanding what to say Lakers.
Okay, here's another look, the dress, the jacket over it, maybe this. I would probably put black earrings with this, my black shoes, or if I had a fun pump that went with this and it pulled it all together, I would do that. But again, going back to basics. You know, it's like, and I want to go back to even this. You know, this had, it's just a black cardigan with a top under it. Now, because it has a lot here, I'm probably not going to use anything around the neck, but I'll put a dramatic, again, my personality. I'm gonna put a dramatic earring with it. Again, it's the same, and I could wear it with the capris, I could wear it with the black pants, I could wear this with white pants. So, any questions, you know, and I do like bracelets. You know, I would put a bracelet with this. I put a bracelet with this, fun, with this. And it's okay to layer bracelets now. It's a fashion. If it's not your style, then don't do it. But see, I might even do that. And maybe I'll pay $2 for those.
And it looks good with the purple.
But see, if I had this on and my black pants, so you probably think I was dressed fairly well, right? My shoes and sandals.
Yeah,
But
expensive,
yeah,
it's
maybe
expensive.
I didn't have a lot in this outfit. That's what I'm trying to teach Christian women and all women. Is just because you maybe don't make a lot of money, or that you don't choose to put a lot of money into fashion, you can be a very fashionable person. But you gotta think, you know, I just don't get up in the morning and throw myself together. I go into my closet and I'll say, okay, what do I feel today? Do I wanna wear the long pants like I had last night, or do I wanna wear skirts? I wear a lot of skirts with tops, and to try to get that mixture. Well, any questions? I feel like I've taken a little more time, but to me, core wardrobing is just vital. Because when people tell me, do you know I have taught thousands of women to shop at Walmart, and you would never know, if I had had this from Walmart, you would never know it. It's not what you pay for your clothes, it's how the clothes look on you. So from now on, today's a game changer. When you go shopping, say, what is my style and what do I have at home? 3 things that you must have before you purchase it. Is it a good price, or can I find it somewhere else cheaper? Right? So give me some feedback of what you will do different after hearing me today.
So I moved down from New York area not too long ago, so the core wardrobe, all the same black, right?
Yeah.
But in New York, the accessories are black too, so for the first 2 months, I looked like I was going to a funeral every
Yes.
day down here. And
New York loves black.
I mean, gorgeous accessories, but lots of black going on. And I looked around and I said, you know, I mean, I had all the core, but I just didn't have the appropriate accessories, and it is so much more fun, right? With little sparks of color, so that's where I had to concentrate, you know, so I didn't look, I mean, really, everybody kept looking at me in the office going, all of it, but different clothes I kept changing, but they were predominantly black or grays or something. So I just love this, just to pick up outfits or colors or jewelry that just takes kind of the same thing, but it just makes it a whole different, so when I go back to New York, I have my New York side of the closet, and then I have the fun side of the closet.
Exactly.
It's wonderful, but it took me a couple months to get that, so I should have come to this course a little sooner.
Well, I want to tell you that another part of your accessories is your sunglasses. And it is okay if you can get the protection, and that's important. But I love to go to Ooh La La and I buy $5 sunglasses. And I know they're not going to last long, but I may have a yellow pair, I may have an orange pair, I may have a blue pair. But that is in right now, and really pulling accessories together. Let me tell you what I believe fashion, dressing on a budget, does for a woman. It gives her confidence. When I dressed and didn't really know what I was doing, I had less confidence. I had a master's, but I wasn't confident. I didn't feel like I could walk up and do a proper handshake. I always was a little meek not to speak out. But when I started dressing my style and learning how to get the most out of the wardrobe that I could afford, my confidence went up. I started seeing that self-image a little different. And when someone says, "You look so nice today," what are you gonna say to me?
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Hear that. "You look nice today." This, oh my gosh, I've had it for 10 years. And I think I got it at a yard sale. That is not acceptable. No. Women have to learn to say thank you.
25 cents.
I love your hairstyle, thank you. You know, they're giving you a compliment, accept it, and don't say another word. Don't say another word, thank you. And I love that dress. You know where I got this? I got it at a yard sale. I paid $7 for it. Can you believe that? They don't want to hear that. They just
That
want
is
to.
stupid. I like something it's no.
Okay. Any questions about what I've talked about today? Your handbags are very important. You want to have a core wardrobe of handbags. Again, basic.
Believe it or not, this is a core piece.
Yes, yes. It can very well be.
I use this all the time. I wear it even with jeans.
Yeah.
Embarrassed to get up there after this.
I have, now, a lot of times people like red, and I'm a red person, like red as part of the core wardrobe. So black, white, red, and then the colors go with it. Okay.
What about the things that you have, like dresses that are flowers or print? How do they fit in the light to the dark?
You just look at what's the biggest color. Like if I have a dress, tomorrow Sunday I'm gonna wear, and but the background is light. So in my closet, it hangs with the lighter colored dresses, even though it has other colors in it. But now, let's say you do have a floral dress. We'll just pretend this jacket is a dress. Then what am I going to do with this dress?
Hang it with the light stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably put, maybe black up here.
Black sweater,
Black sweater, I was trying to think cardigan sweaters. The sweaters like here are really in right now. They really look nice with a dress like this, just saying this is a dress. But again, if you're not a loud person or a bold person, then you would certainly tame this down, this dress, with black and a sweater or a jacket or, you know. But you always want to, anything you buy, you want to say, what do I have to wear with it? And how will I like it best? Because when you buy something, you want to wear it. Have you ever bought something and go through your closet and find the tag still on it? Yep. Was that a good buy?
Nope, no.
No, it wasn't. Okay, any questions? Hopefully, it was a lot of simple, basic. I could have done a lot more, but I can promise you I showed you 25 outfits.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
One other thing I think everybody should think, say you go shopping and you see something and say, I just love that, it fits there, but it doesn't fit me now. But I'm gonna lose 10 pounds and then I'll wear it. Don't buy it. It's not gonna work.
Don't do it. And don't buy something that's a good buy. And I've done this.
Yeah.
And it's been in my closet and I didn't wear it, but it was a wonderful buy.
Do you know, I was thinking, standing here when Diane was saying your core and your basic wardrobe, a thing maybe Diane could do is write out a list of basics that you all need in your closet, because there is a basic wardrobe that you do have to buy. She pointed them all out, the cardigan, the black pants, you know, the jacket with some design in it, and it's all basic things that you would put together all different colors with. So that's a good idea. Or if she doesn't have the time, you could go through your wardrobe and write out your basic wardrobe that you need.
I will actually do that
Which
and
is
bring
really
it
a
to
good idea
church.
for all of you.
You know, it's just what is a basic core, what are the pieces you want to consider. It's supposed to be 10, you know, it's okay if it's 11, but it's supposed to be 10. And then you just make sure you know, and go to Best of Everything or Ooh La La or wherever you know, a consignment shop, to look for your accessories. Maybe the lady bought it and she wore it one time.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
My girlfriends and I, when we get together, we've done it twice now. We come and we bring all the stuff, well, not all the stuff. We bring things that we don't use or we bought, like we, accidentally on a spur of the moment, and we exchange everything.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Cool, and it's fun.
Nice.
If you bring 5 things, then you get to pick 5 things. If
Here's
you-
another
if
look
you
for
only
the
bring 2 things,
dress.
you get
That's
to
pretty.
pick
And
9.
sparkle earrings, I would wear the sparkles that match
That's a
something
great
in
idea.
here. This takes you out to dinner, that special dinner.
Oh.
So again, it's
Would you wear a different type of a pin instead of the necklace?
absolutely.
Nice.
Pins or brooches, pins are good. Bracelet.
Can you go over the 10 again, because I missed something?
And the basic colors,
Okay.
the black, the khaki, the white.
You said the
Yeah,
10
nice.
pieces.
What you,
Okay.
what you nice.
You want to have a black pair, you want to have, not the core can be your core. It can have a pair of pants. I do suggest a black dress. A black dress can it can be casual and it can be dressy. It can be day, it can be night. So I do recommend that, or navy, or dark brown. But I do recommend a basic dress, jackets, and then I like jackets, so I pull several. Today I have I have the dress jacket and 2 other jackets, capri pants, black pants, a black and white blouse, top. I had a cardigan sweater. I had this sweater. Believe it or not, you could get tons of wear in Florida out of this. And you could change that look in
Even
suddenly.
with the dress you have on.
Yes.
That goes with your dress.
I know.
Right now, you could put it on your little.
You know what I also noticed up there? You have different textures.
Yes.
Like the
can have
crepe
different
pants would be a
textures.
little dressier if she put on a higher heel with them. So I thought that was nice too.
And I love to see when you walk into a room, whether we're young or middle or older, you do want to come in as like, she is a nice dressed woman. And maybe it's that, but you knew how to pull it together. And she paid $3 for it. And so sometimes I like, to take, like up something black. Now this is not my color, but I would have a black something under this, and maybe my pants would be black, but my earrings are bold, and when you walk in, people will say, wow.
And again, your scarf goes with the dress.
It works. It works. See? So there's so many things.
Yeah, that works.
Any questions? Shoes, handbags,
My hand is never higher. I'm not sure if this is related to it, but because of the height, petite, I do find challenges with the dress being fit because of the body, but it's always longer because it's not a lot of petite dresses.
Yeah.
So, like obviously,
what would I do?
we moved here pretty recently, so don't know any.
Phyllis and I know a great tailor, and she's reasonable, and she's a good Christian lady.
Good, because I have one in New York, but every time I go back, I have to bring something to.
Well, she's reasonable, so you do need a good seamstress, because just most clothes are going to need some kind of tailoring. And with petite people, you go and shop in the petite places, but they still may not exactly fit. It may be the sleeves, it may be the hemline. So you need to find a good tailor that is not so expensive, and they are out there. They are out there. So that's why I hope that helps, but you've always got to make sure the shoulders fit, that a breast, you never buy something that, if I had buttons like it's coming open, it doesn't fit, donate it. Okay, anyhow, I thought there was something else, but I love fashion. I am an image consultant. I am very passionate about skincare, very passionate about caring for your skin because you only have one skin. And, I used to tell people to go along with Jane, at 20, you have the skin God gave you. So we're plump and lots of collagen and beautiful, and at 40, you have the skin you give yourself. And that's, you're taking care of your skin on a daily basis. At 60, we have the skin that we deserve. Not saying that we can't change it. We can always change it. But many times damage at that point has been done. So I always stress, you want to take care of your skin. That's the one thing. And it's the largest living organ of the body. We have quite a few feet of it, and some of us more than others. That'd be me. I'm just trying to lose some of it. Thank you so much. I hope it was helpful.